welcome to our weekly VODCAST. It's so great to see all of you on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It finally looks like we're going to be able to get that full weekend. I have a ton of announcements, so I want to get right to them so I can send your rock star off to the strategy session. First of all, interims are coming home tomorrow. Barrett Academy, Stafford County Public School interim. Sign and return them at some point this week. If you have any questions about them, please let me know. On Wednesday of this week, Family Night has been rescheduled, and it looks like the weather is going to hold up this time around. So it is House Spirit Night, 6 to 7:30 p.m., Barrett Elementary School, potluck dinner to begin, and then we're going to be showing you some of what Academy Time is all about. We'll have some contests for the best dressed families who went all out with their house spirit. We cannot wait to see you guys there. Once again, that is on this Wednesday, March 11th, beginning at 6 p.m. here at Barrett. Boosterthon is happening all week long. If your rock star has not yet signed up on funrun.com, go ahead over to www.funrun.com, enter the class code 1796-1392. Again, that is 1796-1392, and they will be able to get themselves a free bracelet for simply registering, and then you can put all of your pledges there. We'll have Boosterthon all week long, and then the fun run is scheduled now for next Monday after we have all of our team huddles and all of the character lessons that go along with Boosterthon. And as always, the Boosterthon funds are going to new technology for our school, so we thank you for going out and getting pledges to help us with that effort. Coming up on Thursday, March 19th, mark your calendars, guys, Thursday, March 19th, we are going to have a 5th grade family night to get you ready for middle school. So we'll have a representative from central office there to talk about the tracks that your scholar can go on concerning math and what different tests will mean in terms of that. We'll just have a general question and answer session. You know, there are always a ton of questions regarding middle school. We really want you guys to be prepped and ready to go before the orientation at your child's middle school on April 2nd. The Dare basketball game has been rescheduled for May 1st, way down the road. It was supposed to be on Friday, but the weather got the best of us there as well, so we will send some information home about that very soon. And finally, the Washington, D.C. trip is coming up on Saturday, March 21st. Drop off at Barrett at 8:30 in the morning, pick up at 6 at night. If your scholar hasn't gotten their $20 fee in yet, they can bring that in the next 2 weeks. And I'll be sending home some more information next week as the trip is a little closer. Now I'm going to send you guys over to the strategy session after that huge slew of announcements, and we'll see you on the other end. Okay, guys, today I'm starting you off on the Kate Waller Barrett homepage. I'm going to take you to our class fusion page specifically. You know, this week in geometry and with math, we're really getting into perimeter, area, and volume all week long. So it's a big change from last week, you know, and the one message I will tell you is you cannot let your guard down with that quadrilateral vocabulary. So it would always be a good idea to go back, check out some of these videos that have been made available to you, because those will be an amazing, amazing help. But if you come down to the class news section, as you can see right here, class news, okay, I have a few things for perimeter and area. You know, in 3rd grade, you guys talked about perimeter and area. In 4th grade, you talked about perimeter and area. And now it's time to kind of bring it all together here in 5th grade. So the first area that I would suggest for you to visit, okay, would be this site right here. Now, this site is amazing because it's really interactive and it helps you to get to know perimeter and area. So, you know, perimeter, if you look at the shape, it's showing blinking around the outside. Perimeter, your power of walking around the outside. It's a distance around the outside. And the area, as you can see there in that graphic, is how many square units cover a given section, okay? So, and this is really cool, guys, because it says, you know, it goes through it. So the perimeter is the total distance around the outside of a 2D shape. You calculate it by adding the lengths of the sides together. So click on a shape to calculate the area. So they're telling you here how you can calculate the area. Add each of the sides together. Something I'm going to show you in class tomorrow that I taught my kids last year is when you're adding these together. Now, when you're adding a rectangle together, you only have 4 sides, but we're going to be looking at a lot of irregular figures and a lot of things that are going to be a lot more challenging than just a rectangle. And I always taught my kids last year to put a check by each measurement, each side length, to tell them, hey, I got that one down. So then you know you added each of the 4 sides. It's kind of a way to keep your work organized. We're always working on that. So therefore, the perimeter of this shape, the distance around the outside is 34 centimeters. Okay? And then the cool thing about this is they let you choose a level. So if you want to start basic at level 1, okay, and then you have to calculate the perimeter of this figure. So if I would go about calculating the perimeter, I'm going to write down 30 centimeters, and I'm going to put a check. Okay, I'm going to write down 5. I'm going to put a check. I'm going to add my 5 and 5s together, though. So I'm going to put down the other 5. I'm going to put a check. And then I'm going to take my 30 and put that down there as well. So if I add 30 plus 30, that is 60 centimeters. And if I add 5 and 5, that is 10 centimeters. And then when I add 60 and 7 and 10 together, I get an answer of 70. I type that into my box, 70 centimeters, okay, because we're just measuring a distance, so that's what our label is going to be, and we got it right, okay? So what I want you to do with this, okay, you can get a lot of house points for this, guys, this week. First of all, if you go through the video, check out the perimeter and area videos that I have provided for you, okay? You can get yourself 10 house points just for going through the lessons, both for perimeter and area. Have somebody sign it off at home or just show me evidence of some notes you took. Also go through the area one to talk about the amount of space something takes up or the amount of square units covering a given area, because that'll be good practice as well. And then for each of the problems you do on here, as long as you show your work, draw the figure out on a sheet of paper, show me the side lengths, you'll get yourself 5 house points as well, okay, for the practice questions. So this is a great, great source to begin your study of perimeter and area, guys. Now, I have a few other sites available here that you're more than welcome to explore. You may want to wait a few days to explore them if you're still feeling a little shaky with perimeter and area, but they're here anyway. This one is cool. I know you guys would like both of these. Now, all of these games here deal with perimeter and area. This one here is the shape shooter. Okay, so as soon as you become pretty good with perimeter, the distance around the outside, you are going to hit start. Okay, they kind of give you that review. Once again, you're adding each of the sides. You have to shoot every single shape that has a perimeter of 6 feet. So you're going to have to calculate, well, this is 2, 4, 6. That would be correct. Okay, this is 2, 4, and 3. That's 7. That's not correct. Now, this one here, you have to be careful because they only labeled 2 sides. The other sides are each 1 foot because this is a perfect square. All 4 sides are congruent. That's only 4. So once again, you can get yourselves some house points, guys, there if you want to continue to practice your perimeter and area. Like I said, you may want to wait a few days on that one if you're still feeling a little shaky on perimeter and area until we start talking about it in class, since it's a new concept this week. And finally, I have an IXL site for you guys. This kind of ties together the perimeter. Excellent, excellent practice to make sure that you're getting all of the sides down. We're going to be looking at the geo boards this week to make sure we have this. But when we're counting units here, we're just doing units. They didn't give us centimeters or inches or anything. I'm going to put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this side is 5. Okay, and what I know, this is a rectangle, so opposite sides are congruent here. So this would be 5 units. And then I have to calculate these 2 sides. I add all of them together, and I get my perimeter, the distance around the outside. You can get a house point for each of these if you complete them at home. Show your work, bring it into me so I can celebrate your effective effort at the door in the morning, guys. Okay, so those are the sites I have for you this week in math. You know, I'm going to have some flipped classroom videos coming out in the next few days as well to make sure that we can get down the perimeter and area. Now, in writing this week, I just have a really cool picture. I love this picture for a number of reasons, and I'll tell you guys why at the end of the week, because I don't want to taint your writing. But I found this picture on Twitter, and I love it because this picture was taken actually in Alaska. Okay, these are sled dogs up in Alaska. Okay, I believe that they're huskies. And if you notice here, you have all of these dogs walking one way. This one, though, is facing the other. And I just want you to write about it. What do you think's going on? Or you could create a story. Be creative with it. Try to put some figurative language in it. Start with a great hook. Bring it in, as always, for the writing fix and get yourself 5 house points, guys. It's just such a cool picture. I'll tell you why it really sticks with me later in the week. Now, I cannot wait to begin science this week, guys. We're starting sound tomorrow. Very, very exciting unit. And I would visit this area on a nightly basis so you can prepare for maybe pop quizzes that will be given throughout the unit. But it's SOL pass, okay? And if your computer prompts you to put in a password, all you have to type in is Tigers, all lowercase, Tigers, okay? These are excellent, excellent, number one, study guides, and then also games to practice, okay? All of the things we need to get down for the sound unit. We're going to be doing experiments on a daily basis to make sure we get it down. But this is just a great way to make sure you have it there. You know, I'm not going to offer any house points for this because I really want you to, you know, as you guys, I tell you every time we have a pop quiz, I want you to get that motivation inside of you, that fire in your belly to go home and study it every night. So SOL pass is there. I'll show you that in class tomorrow too to kind of reinvigorate your spirit there, okay? And one final thing for reading this week, guys. You know, we've been doing a lot on AR 360. We're still drawing conclusions for one more week, okay? The big thing I want you to focus on, though, this week for drawing conclusions is, you know, take whatever you're reading. We know the author doesn't always put things explicitly in the text, you know? They don't just write them. We kind of have to figure things out sometimes. With the Ant and Google article last week, a lot of you said, man, ants are really smart. He made that inference. The author didn't come out and just say the ants are smart, but the author presented the evidence. Do the same thing. These questions will help you, especially if you're a discussion director during guided reading. They will come in handy, okay? And I do have a challenge this week. If you read 100 pages, 100 pages, Monday, or I will say Sunday through Friday, okay, you have to tell me by the end of day Friday, you can put yourself 10 house points up on our board. This is a 100-page week. I want to see what you guys can do. I'm going to be trying to do the same thing as well. And one final thing, our family night, I'm going to continue advertising this because I'm just so excited for it, is finally rescheduled for Wednesday, March 11th, this Wednesday, and it looks like it's really going to happen this time, guys, because there is no weather in the forecast. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, what is the hashtag for the week? And the hashtag for the week is actually hashtag daylight savings. You know, we talked about that back in the fall, and what daylight savings time was all about. So the hashtag this week is hashtag daylight savings, okay? And come bring that in. Say it with some passion, some inspiration, some dreams, some belief, and I will give you 5 house points this week. Now I'm going to turn you back over to Mr. Wright. Okay, Room 21 Rockstar families, I hope those strategies were successful. Like I said, I cannot wait for a full week to happen in Room 21. Full week of learning, family night on Wednesday, fun run going on all week long. The official fun run will be next Monday. Log on to funrun.com, sign up your scholar, get some money for our school toward technology. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to contact me. You can always follow us on Twitter at Record Rock. Check out our class YouTube page, Mr. Records Rockstars. Go to our class Fusion page, or you can always call or text. As always, you guys are the best families in Stafford County, and I'll see you on Wednesday night.